Here are the materials you'll need. First, you'll need a sewing needle and a straight pin, a ruler, a metal hair clip. You'll also need a pencil, some thread, some fabric glue, and of course your scissors. Now the first thing you need to do is thread your needle, because we're going to be sewing our bow. Then cut off the excess thread at the end. Now bring over your fabric, and we're going to cut it. It's going to be 7 3/4 of an inch long, and then the width of it is going to be 3 3/4 inches wide. So just put your little pencil marks there. And then we're going to connect them together so it's easier to cut. Next, you take your scissors and you just cut out the rectangle that you drew. Make sure it's a relatively straight line you're cutting. Then you can just cut off the extra thread at the end. Next, we're going to cuff the ends of our fabric, so when we make the bow, no thread will show. That rhymed. Anyway, make sure you crease it, and then we're going to glue it down with our fabric glue. Then you're just going to glue that down, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just fold it over. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. Once you fold it in half, you want to make sure you put a nice crease in it, so when you open it, you'll know where the middle was. Then once you open it, you're going to want to get your pencil, and along that line that you creased, just make another line with your pencil so you can see it. Now we're going to take one end and fold it just a little bit over that line that we drew, and then crease it. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side, but we're just going to make sure that just goes a little over the part that we just folded. And then we are going to crease that. So they're overlapping. Next thing you want to do is get your pin, and we're just going to put that right through the middle, so when we start to sew, it'll stay secure. Next, you want to get your needle and your thread, and we are going to start sewing at the top. It's going to be a little hard because of the glue that's there, but it will work. Then you want to just go over the end a few times so you know it's secure. Now for this part, we're just going to go in and then out, all the way up to the top. But make sure they're spaced out a little bit. You don't want them too close together, but you do not want them too far apart. And make sure you're going into all pieces of the fabric. When you are done that, you're going to want to take out the pin that you put in the middle. And then this is the fun part. Then you pull the thread and the fabric. You're going to pull the fabric down, and now it's going to start looking like a bow. Now you want to take your needle and go right through the middle of the bow. Make sure you're going through all the pieces of fabric. This is going to make sure it stays together. It's going to be kind of hard because you have to go through all those pieces of fabric. Then you just want to pull your needle through the middle. Then you want to pull it tight, and then you're just going to want to sew it along the end so you know the thread stays secure. Then you want to cut off the end of the thread, but leave a little bit of room so you can tie it. Then you just want to cut off the excess thread. And now it's starting to look like a bow. Then you want to cut off a piece of fabric which is going to cover the thread and the middle of the bow. Make sure it's not too small, but make sure it's not too big either. We're just going to put it over the middle like that. Then on the back you're going to have these two little tab things, and you're going to take your needle and you're just going to sew them together. When you're done that, you're going to cut off the thread, and then you're going to tie the two pieces together so you know that the thread stays secure. Then you're just going to cut off the excess fabric and the threads that just hang off. And now it's time to add the clip. You just want to take your glue and you're going to just add some to the back of the ribbon, or bow in this case. Just dab a little bit, and then you're going to take your metal clip, put it on the glue, and just add some pressure. And there you have it, your bow. You're going to want it to dry a little bit though, so you know everything is just secure.